So I'm retired, y'all. It's official. It's over with. Finished. Done. Finito. 9 countries, 7 years. From the Clippers to an unknown team in Germany. It's done. Now I'm a father of 5. 5 girls in 5 years. Here to bless y'all with some game and show y'all the transition. This is from his side. Let's get it. What's going on, y'all? This is Theron from his side. I welcome y'all here. This is the new podcast dropping all the game on faith, family, finances, and how to get to this money. This is my lovely co-host. I just met her the other day. She cute, though.
Hi, I'm your co-host, Charlie Lotus, and I am feeling very blessed to be on from his side.
The right way. But we appreciate y'all pulling up, man. You know what's going on. We're going to get into it. I'm officially retired. I'm tired, boss. Let's get to it.
So, are you officially retired?
Oh, yeah, it's done. It's over with. It's over with. It's done. I've been retired for a minute. So I think this is kind of like that closure. Everybody who supported me, it was great. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's done.
Why haven't you said anything until now?
I just didn't feel like I needed to. I feel like people got the hint, but like I'm not in any more countries or anything like that. So I think people just kind of understood. But if they didn't, now they know. I'm talking about I'm done. Don't ask me to go to no men's league games.
I know you've gotten a few messages about that.
Don't ask me for no men's league games, no Drew League games. No, I'm not doing it. We golfing now. Slow motion. We just golfing it, and whatever else is just low impact. So yeah, it's over with.
What made right now the best time to finally officially announce it?
I just think that we're doing something bigger now, and I also thought that there's a lot of athletes who are transitioning from sports to real life. And I don't want to say sports isn't real life, but just having to be maybe fathers or husbands in a different setting other than just going to a different country, worrying about yourself, hooping, and like living that life of just like grind by yourself and not having to like missing birthdays, missing all type of holidays. I think so now it's the time just to so that you can transition from that to, you know, actually making money doing other things.
A little off the record, did you ever feel like there was a potential chance of you going back?
No.
At what point did you know it was like over?
I played my last game in Canada and we got smacked by 40 in the playoffs, and I was like, dog.
I shouldn't be laughing.
Like, bruh, ain't no way. It's over with. And you know what? I can't even say I said it was over with. I think that season right there just showed me like to start looking at different stuff, just because one, I had hurt my knee early in that season. So it was like me trying to get back, and we didn't, you know, if you played overseas, you know, if you go to certain clubs, like the medical isn't the best and the facilities aren't the best. So I was dealing with some stuff over there. I think I got a little bit out of shape, you know, and it was tough to like me. I'm like a person who I like to work out. I like to grind. I like to get extra workouts in. And the fact that it was tough to do extra workouts because I'm trying to nurse an injury back to, you know, get back to good health, and then try to do some extra workouts and then try to make an impact on a new team. I just was like, man, this is kind of tough right now in that situation. And even then I didn't think it was over. I was like, man, I'm going to just nurse it back and get back and then go to like an old team of mine that I cooked on. But I think while waiting, COVID hit, and then I was like, oh yeah, it's over with. I'm not going over there with, you know, you and a baby when COVID was going crazy. We couldn't even get close to nobody. We didn't know who had it. You said it
Some
better
scary times.
yeah, you talk about 6 feet. Everybody got masks on. So I was like, yeah, I'm not about to go play no basketball. They was playing basketball with masks on. When I seen the NBA get shut down, I was like, oh yeah, it's probably over with for overseas. These the richest people in the game and they shutting it down. So I was like, yeah, it's probably over with. So yeah, that's probably when I was like, yeah, it's done. So what's going on, y'all? Hope y'all enjoying this conversation. If you haven't already, join the Skool community below. We've done over $500 million in deals and counting. If you want to know about vending, AI, automations, real estate, being a loan officer, we got Grammy Award winners in there. So if you do music, everything that you can think of to actually build wealth and get to it, we have it inside this group, proven. Click the link below. I'm giving you a 7-day free trial. Let's go.
While you were hooping and, we got married and started a family, did you ever desire to have us overseas with you and like while you were hooping, or was it?
I mean, it was always like a dream of mine, like to have the girls watch me play basketball and then them want to play basketball. But I think as I matured, got like closer to God, I just realized like his plans aren't always our plans. He always has something greater, whether you can see it or not. And like me, of course, I was like, man, I want my daughter to see me hoop. I want them to see me like do my thing. And it was like a time where I was like, I'm just about to grind and get it and go back overseas. But then, like I said, COVID hit and I wasn't about to jeopardize health for basketball, especially at a brand new baby. You know what I mean? So it was done. I couldn't do it.
So what did retirement look like for you behind the scenes? Was it peaceful or painful?
It was, I would say for the most part, it was peaceful. When you think about it, right? Like you think like, dang, I wish I could have did more here, did more there. I could have, you know, all the stuff that everybody thinks. Hindsight is always 2020. But I
Like
think,
the what ifs?
yeah, but not so much the what ifs, because I'm not really like a what if person. Just more so, I wish I could have put in more work. Even though I put in a lot of work. It's sometimes I think as an overseas athlete, you don't really know where you're going next unless you're like a high profile guy. You don't really know where you're going next. So a lot of times you're just grinding out of faith,
Mm.
like that you're gonna get a call, that your agent's gonna do their job. And that's tough. I mean, and that builds a different type of character. It builds a different type of person because you got to be a different type of guy to really get up every single day and grind multiple times a day without a promise of a contract on the other end. And so I think that a lot of people don't see that about overseas guys, that they have a different type of mental, but the blessing in that mental translates. That mental translates to business, and it translated to business for me. So I think that like in the grand scheme of things, it was like, one, I don't know if we would have been able to have 5 girls in 5 years if I was still playing overseas. Like I don't know how we were gonna travel with 5 girls. That's kind of crazy. And then two, it also showed me that there's way more to me than just hoop. So I knew that before, but it just kind of got brought out of me. Like the COVID hit, and I'm like, all right, got to figure it out. You know what I mean? Like, just got to get it done. And so I think are there things I would have changed, or like, do I wish I could have went a little bit harder in certain things, or I would have executed better when I did get the opportunity, because I did get a lot of opportunities from, the G League to FIBA Americas to like some good places that people like really want to play. And I got to play there, and I did well. I fared well, but a lot of times, if you're an overseas guy and you want to really move up, you got to kill, and you got to show that you don't belong at a lower level, or you got to show that you belong at a higher level. And I think that sometimes I just didn't do that. I try to play basketball the right way, which I don't. I'm not against, but when you're at a low level and you're playing overseas, you got to cook. You got to kill. I know they like to say, oh, be a team player. Like, no, if you at a low level playing basketball overseas, and it's a place you don't want to be at, I ain't never seen nobody average 25 to 30 points and not have no job.
Right.
So y'all, people could say what they want, but I just never seen it. In my time, I've never seen it. I've never seen a guy come back like, yeah, I averaged 30 and I just don't know where to go play. Like
Hmm.
that's not a real thing. Or I average 15 rebounds and I have nowhere to go. Like, no, that is not real. Like if you go put up numbers, they gonna find you, and it just translates. So yeah, I wish I would have just been a little bit more aggressive in that regard, but everything happens for a reason. God is good. I'm grateful to be where I'm at.
When you stopped playing, do you feel like you lost a piece of yourself?
That's a good question. So it's weird, right? Like, yeah, I would love to go play basketball, but not like a men's league game or not like a game where it's just for fun.
Like any guy could get on the court.
Yeah, I'm not on that.
Like you need like a
I need
like a
somebody.
retired pro league.
Nah, not even that. That wouldn't even do it for me. I
No?
think nah, it's something like I just miss the just everything about hoop, like professional hoop. It's just more so about like training all summer. I know you trained all summer. I know that like we could potentially somebody could be getting sent home if you don't play well. And it's like all on the line. Like that's your family eats off that. You know what I'm saying? So I think I just miss that part of it. But I mean, a men's league would never do that. And then like a men's league would never equal that. And it could be 5 people in the gym, it could be a packed out place. I think that just the process of it all is more so what I miss if I do miss it. You know what I mean? Like talking to my boys overseas or FaceTime my guys and they talking like, bro, you better cook today or playing against some friends or, all-star games. Cause your boy was an all-star. Don't get it twisted.
I was there. I was a witness.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, like just that, just the fans pulling up, people like being in the away games, people talking crazy. Uh, just flying in with your suitcase in a different, like you can't read none of the signs. Some are not in English. I think just the everything about it is what I miss. It's not just like basketball in general. It's just the people you meet, the new cultures you get to see, just the humbling experiences from, going somewhere that's different from what you've been raised on. I think that's kind of what I missed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I know you just gave like a synopsis of everything that you missed, but looking back, what do you remember the most? Like like when you think about playing pro, what's the first thing that pops in your head? Like, oh man, I'll never forget.
Signing a contract.
Your first?
Nah, just anytime that contract hit that email, because you do. I don't think people realize how much goes into signing a professional contract overseas. There's so many moving parts, and there's so many people that are involved. I mean, there's a lot of people that are involved. I mean, the agent, the team, the coaches, and then when you finally sign, like that, just feeling of like they chose me out of I don't know how many people wanted this job. I don't know how many people, because I was D2, so it was D1 guys. It was so many people that could have been chosen over me, and thank God that I got to play for so long. But just signing that contract, man. When my first contract came through, I mean, I think it was probably like $1,200 a month. It wasn't even nothing, bro. I was like, I'll take it. I'm a professional now. Like I'm paying y'all paying me, man. So I think like people don't even see that part. People come back. I'm a professional athlete. Like, bro, they did not make a whole bunch of money. And like some people do start off and make a lot of bread, but that was my experience. And not even my first contract, like from that contract to signing with the Clippers to just like when the contract hit, because there's so many words that are exchanged. Like, yeah, we want you.
A lot of back and forth.
Man, a lot of, yeah, we want you. We want this and that. I'm like, all right, bro, send the contract. And they finally send the contract and you sign it and they like, okay, next, after they send the contract, the next thing is when you get the plane ticket. So the contract and the plane ticket, let me couple it because I done got a contract before and not got a plane ticket and I was hot. So so I would say the contract and the plane ticket, that's when you know it's like official. Hop on that flight and you land and they got your handler, he drop you off a little bag of gear. You like, oh, I'm on a team. So I think that's like what I really remember. And then just basketball's basketball. So yeah, I remember the guys, my teammates. And it's weird because and maybe other basketball players can attest to this, but I think that a lot of stuff you remember is off the court because as an American, you just not there with your family. You there by yourself. So you could have a good group of guys, or you could have a bad group of guys. And I was luckily, serious. I was blessed to have a good group of teammates everywhere I went. And they always looked out for me. They always showed me love. They always, showed me where the food spots was at. That's key. Food and Wi-Fi when you overseas. Food and Wi-Fi. All my people know. If you played overseas basketball, you know that food got to hit and that Wi-Fi got to be jumping. And that's facts.
So how did it feel playing in 9 different countries? And what did it tell you about yourself? Or teach you about yourself?
Well, it felt amazing to travel because a lot of people don't get to travel. My passport was stamped up. My passport was tatted up for sure. But it taught me that I can adapt to anything. I can adapt to anything, any situation, any people, any type of food, any type of language. No, seriously.
Yeah, no, I mean, you have picked up a lot of different little languages and phrases and
yeah. And also I'm just open. It just humbled me to where I could, I understand that my life in the States is different from people's lives in Romania or Mexico or Thailand, or Germany.
China.
China. So it's just like Chile. Like it's a whole bunch of different nuances, but I think the main thing is just the ability to adapt and the ability to be humble in your situation. Because sometimes, you'll get humbled out there, man. I pulled up to some places like, you might be the American, but there's people out there who bro, I can hoop too.
Yeah.
So I think that I just got to be real humble. I got humble sometimes, and then I got to really see life from a different perspective. And I think that was kind of what I got from it all. Yeah, because before I went to Mexico, I thought Mexico was like, from the TV, I was like, oh man, we in trouble. Boy, I got to Mexico. I love Mexico. I love Mexico. Mexico is fire, so I love Mexico.
Would you say that Mexico changed your perspective on life? Or was there another country that did that?
I would say Germany. Germany changed my perspective on life.
Why?
My first year in Germany. I think my first year in Germany kind of made me. So the reason why my first year in Germany changed me was because I was playing low level Germany. So when I was playing low level Germany, I got to see the highest level of Euro League, which was like this team called Bamberg in Germany. So Bamberg was like Euro League. And then one of my coaches, he took me to a game. So when I first got there, he's like, bro, we're going to go to a game. You're going to get to see like what it's like. Because I'm already thinking like, bro, I'm a pro now. Like, nah, like we going to take you to see. And then when I saw them playing, and then I also saw how they were eating. They was eating good. Everybody had cars, and I'm over here trying to figure out how to get to this bus station to go to the weight room. It was wild.
In the snow?
In the snow, man. Who was out there? Me and my boy Bogdan. Bogdan, what's up, baby? I love you, man. It's my guy. So me and my boy, we was riding bikes. We rode our bikes in the snow. No, I'm serious. We rode our bikes and stuff. We walked to the bus stop every morning.
I just picture these really two, like, I mean, I don't know your teammate.
He's solid.
Like big men on bikes in the snow.
Yeah. Nah.
I thought those were good times.
And those is essential to
the grind.
Yeah, those are essential, man, because you figure out like how bad you really want it. You figure out how bad, because you can sit there complaining like, ain't nobody come picking me up. Ain't nobody coming to help me, but... Bro, I got out there, man. Didn't have no winter coat. I didn't know what a winter coat was coming from Cali going to Germany. Boy, did I find out fast. If you going to Germany, you from Cali, trust me. Dress like an onion. You need layers, baby. You need layers. You need layers. So I think that in all that, you know how bad, you find out how bad you really want it. And so we rode the bikes and we walked to the bus station every morning to go to the weight room. That was 15 minutes away. So we would walk to the bus early morning. It'd be snowing. Get on the bus take us to Bamberg. We'll be in Bamberg. We bought us a little gym membership. We'd be in the gym working out. And then we'll come back for practice. get extra shots up, and then just do it every single day for however many months we was out there. And so, yeah, it just taught me like the grind, man. I got hurt out there. When you hurt in a different country, like, and you can't walk, you just figure out how to be resourceful, man. So I just think that just teaching you how to be resourceful and really, I don't know, really just having to adapt. You have to be resourceful, and you don't speak the language.
Yeah. And your normal like support group or people you would lean
Are
on are
not
not
there.
there.
Not there. And then you got to make sure you got good Wi-Fi to even talk to. It's wicked. But I mean, if you built like that, you gonna be built like that. You gonna handle it. If you not, I mean, you gonna find out.
What was the biggest culture shock? Like what country?
I have to say Germany, just because it was my first time like out the country into something different. Like we couldn't even, I wasn't even drying my clothes. I was hanging because I was in a small town, so I was hanging all my clothes to dry, all of them. I was like, this is crazy. I ain't got no dryers, and some people got dryers, but I didn't. So I had a washer, wash my clothes, and then I would hang them up to dry, and then just do it all over again, man. So I think that was probably the biggest culture shock to me. Um, Outside of that, I can't really say it was a shock when I went other places. It was just like, it was new. I wasn't like shocked or nothing like that. I was like, oh, this is going to be fun. Like, this is going to be cool. I embraced it. I was like, okay, yeah, it's going to be another language. I get to another experience, some more food. Let's see what y'all eating over here. What y'all throwing in y'all food over here. What y'all McDonald's look like. So yeah,
Overseas McDonald's hits different.
It's a little different for sure. They're gonna hit you with some, they're gonna hit you with a whole bunch of different stuff. Culture shock. Oh, no. Oh, this is one. And y'all might know, if y'all played in Europe, y'all might know, or Germany. I'll speak of Germany. This is a culture shock. When I first got there, my coaches took me out to eat. I was so hungry because I got off the plane. I'm like, man, I'm starving. What y'all got? What's the best place? We went to eat, and we're sitting down. The lady brought me an orange Fanta, and I was like, cool. I was thirsty. I smacked it. I was like, "Oop, that was good," because I'm used to free refills. Like, all right, yeah, run it back. I smacked another one. Coach was like looking at me like, I'm thirsty, bro. He's like, yes, we have to pay for each of them. I was like, each? I said, y'all got no free refills? She's like, nah, we don't do that over here. I was like, oh, man, y'all got free refills? All right, y'all got it, man. I'm going to chill. Oh, another thing. This is another culture shock. My very first game, I didn't bring any water because I just assumed that they have water there. And I was like, yo, can I get some water? He gave me some water. I cracked it open. I heard it hiss, but I didn't pay no mind. I heard it hiss, but I didn't pay no mind. So I'm like, that's just probably like the new...
Like, this was Germany water.
Bro, I cracked it open. I started drinking.
German water.
I started drinking. I was like, I said, what is this? I said, oh, it's water. Wasser. It's Wasser. I said, Wasser? What is this? I need water. He said, oh, you want water with no bubbles? I said, yeah. I got this water that got all these bubbles. No, this is no sugar Sprite. I don't want this. Give me some water give me some flat water. So, oh, you want flat water? You got to ask for flat water. So then is when I knew if you're in Germany, don't just ask for water. You got to ask for flat water.
Got it.
So that's a tip for everybody who's in Germany. A flat water, boy.
What was the toughest moment mentally while being overseas?
I would say when I got hurt. Because I wasn't too. Because the thing about basketball overseas is you're only as good as your last season. So when I got hurt, I was like, this is my first year out there. I got hurt. I like messed up my ankle bad. And I was like, bro, I don't know what I'm gonna do. So I'm trying to still play on it. I'm like, it was just bad. It was like the worst ankle sprain I ever had. Mm-hmm. And that was probably the toughest time because I knew I still had to hoop and I had to produce, or I'm like, our hoop is done. Like, how I'm gonna first start out and like hoop is done off rip. I said I put too much into it to be done. So I think that was probably the toughest time. And I was out there alone, and the Wi-Fi was spotty, so it wasn't really nobody.
Oh, that Wi-Fi.
Man, that Wi-Fi. So I mean, that was probably the toughest time. But we got through it, and we got to some more countries after that. So
yeah. Was that a moment where you thought like, oh man, this might be it? Or you were like, no.
I don't think I thought it was it. just because I was like, when the doctor said I was gonna recover, I was like, oh, I'm good. Like I had to sit out a couple of games, which, um, in low level Germany, every game counts because every team is trying to move up. So if a if you're playing games without your import, it's not good. So they look to replace you really fast, especially if you get hurt. Yeah, I didn't. When my doctor said I was going to be out for like, he said you're going to be out for like, honestly, you'd be out for 6 weeks, but you can do it for 4. And I'm like, 6 weeks is crazy. And I was just all right. Well, let's see what we can do. And it's all just bumming it on that ankle, man. I was trying to get through it. I was trying to recover, and I was still trying to work out with my teammates. So then after a while, I started feeling better, getting better, and I started playing a little bit better. But still, even in that, I didn't do as well as I should have. But I was still blessed to get another opportunity for sure.
This is fun. I actually really am enjoying myself because I think like we met while you were overseas.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I have my memories,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
But like now, all these years later, even just the questions I have are like, I'm learning new things
Yeah.
about things that happened so long ago and I was there
Yeah.
or like present,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Is there one story from your career that just like will always stick with you?
Oh yeah, me and my boys, we got a team in Mexico, Correcaminos. We got that team to the playoffs. Shout out BD, shout out Harrison, man. Love y'all my boys. Y'all already know what it is. But yeah, we got that team to the playoffs. They wasn't supposed to go to the playoffs, and then yeah, that was a fun time. Got them to the playoffs. But even before I got to that team, actually, yeah, no. Before I got to that team, I signed to a team called Aguas Calientes, Panteras, Aguas Calientes. Hot water, baby. Yeah, I signed to that team and I was playing with them, and this is when I had got hurt. I had rolled my other ankle so I got hurt in Chile, and then I came back, and then I was waiting for a call, and then I got called to go to Panteras, and then I went to Panteras, and then I was like playing, but I was still hurt, but I was still trying to like bug it out, and I was doing solid. But then we played against Caminos, and I did really well. And so then when Panteras cut me, Caminos called me, and they're like, "Yo, come play with us." But actually, I reached out to my boy Brandon. Love you, bro. Reached out to Brandon, and I was like, "Bro, y'all need a big anyways. I was torching y'all big last game, so y'all might as well pick me up, boy." Before I left, and luckily their big had signed a deal to go somewhere else, so they needed a big anyway. So I pulled up, and I will never forget my first game there because it was terrible. I think I had 2 points. 2 points. I couldn't make. It was just so shocking to me. I couldn't make anything. I'm talking about my mind was blowing. I was like, bro, are you finna get cut again? So then, luckily they had grace on me. I was told them like, yo, it was, jet lag. I've been traveling, like, so they gave me grace. But I already knew that next game I had to go crazy. So that next game, that next game was stupid. I did so well that next game that the coach went to me. He was like, "Yeah, if you'd have played that last game, we'd have won all the." I said, "Yeah, we locked in there." So then that was probably a story that I remember prior to us going to playoffs. So yeah, that was probably one of the funnest years I had in Mexico. Yeah, it was solid. There's a lot of good brothers I had out there. Miss my guys.
What did basketball teach you that still shows up in your life today?
Discipline, humility, hard work, just the simple basics. I know they're so cliche, but when you get over that water, and you start talking to people about their lives, and you get to understand like the different lives that people live, you start having an appreciation for what you got. And then you also realize like any day you can get hurt and it could be done. Mm-hmm. So just being grateful for the things that you get, grateful for the contracts that you sign, because a lot of people who are grinding and really wanting to go overseas but never get the opportunity. And luckily I'm a big, so that separates me from like 6 foot guards or 6'2" guys or 6'3", you know what I'm saying? Just This is my size. You can't really teach size. And I did well in college. So basketball showed me the world and showed me to keep an open mind about people and things and the stuff that other people go through and just be mindful of how blessed you are. So I would say that's what I got from it.
Would you say that your love for the game like ever faded or started to fade?
I mean, maybe. I mean, I love hoop. Don't get me wrong. I love basketball. I dedicated my life to it
Yeah.
since 5 years old to, how old was it? Well, maybe 30. I don't even know how old I was, but for sure 20 plus years. So 2 decades of my life I dedicated to it. So I would just say it didn't fade. I think I just matured in a different way. Like I wanted to see what else God put in me, because God didn't just build me to be a basketball player. So I think that he built me to be a lot of different things, and I kind of just wanted to explore what those other things were.
Yeah. Speaking of all those other things, after basketball ended, where did your focus go?
So after basketball, it was, and this is a tough part for a lot of basketball guys, that transition between doing what you've done your whole life and trying to figure out something new. I think I already, since my mom, she had already put that entrepreneur spirit in me. She already owned a entertainment company, which is probably one of the biggest entertainment companies out here in California, worldwide. Parties at a site, you already know what's going on. They talking about. But she just showed me at a young age, like, you don't have to go get a job. You can be your own boss and you can create things that actually produce income. And I think I just watched her build something that she started from inside the swap meet to having the largest studio in the mall to being one of the biggest like mobile entertainment companies that do everything now. So I think that just watching her example, watching my family's example, and my dad, he works so hard all the time, just watching them do what they did just showed me like there's different things to life and I can make money doing other things. So that's why I got into entrepreneurship and, from owning a cleaning company to what I do now with the vending. I think that, yeah, it all translates.
How did you even get into the vending out of all things?
How did I get into vending? Man, I was looking for some how to make some bread, but still enjoy my life. Like it's hard to go from working out every single day, controlling your schedule, like making money overseas, coming back to like not doing what you want, but like almost not having to work every day, but you can actually focus on getting better at your craft. It's hard to go from that to a 9 to 5. So I think that the biggest thing I was like, I can't go 9 to 5. Like I really want to own my time. And the funny thing about that is every business owner knows that even when you're on the business, you'll own your time. You still working until you build systems. So I think that a lot of times, what came from it was I know I had to build something. And vending was that something to where if I get enough locations, if I get enough people that will accept me putting a machine in their place where they have traffic generating, where they have traffic all the time, I could generate income without me having to be there all the time. I think that's what was attractive. And honestly, the funny thing about it is my first machine was trash. My first machine was trash. I think I probably made then maybe $100 a month off that thing.
Summers was jumping.
Summers was popping. I was like, oh yeah, we out here with it. But the Summers was still trash. I was like, man, it wasn't doing nothing compared to what I'm doing now, for sure.
Yeah. What kept you motivated to keep up with the entrepreneurship and find new outlets to make income when like really nobody was watching anymore, right? Not like hoop, like.
Yeah. I never really had to, like, I think basketball gave me that. Like, basketball gave me that grind. Like, I'm never going to quit. I'm going to figure it out.
It didn't matter who was watching.
Nah. Because the thing about it, nobody was watching when I was working out to go to these places. Nobody was there watching. It wasn't about nobody. And then I think that's where people fail. Like, when you start to base what you do off of what people are seeing or people watching, that's when you fail, because At the end of the God, at the end of the day, it's between you and God.
Mm.
And he's blessed you with what you need to succeed, and you pretty much got what you need, especially if you got him. So I don't really base what I do off of other people or what people are watching. I just more so focus on what I know I can do. And I think that if I failed, it wouldn't be a lack of skill, it'd be a lack of effort. So that was my biggest thing. Like I know I can make it. Like my thing was this. All I gotta do is find somebody that did it so I know it works.
Mm.
If I can see that it works, I'm gonna figure it out.
Yeah.
That's just how I move.
Speaking of failure, did you ever feel like you failed after basketball or like fell behind?
No, not fail. I mean, and that's another thing. It's like comparison. Like you could only fall behind to somebody you compare yourself to, right? Like I feel like there's always somebody better than me in basketball. Like I could say like I'm the best, I'm this and that, but like it doesn't. It's not. That's not facts. I'm not like delusional, right? But
Not delulu.
I'm not delulu on that one. But I mean, at the end of the day, like, but if we playing 1-on-1, I'm gonna say like, yeah, I can beat you. I'm not gonna be like, nah, like you better than me. Like you're gonna have to prove it still. Like it is what it is. But I'm saying in terms of like other people and other people's opinions, that never really mattered to me. It was more so about, like I said, what I knew God put in me to do. And once I could see that something is like true and like it could actually be done, it's not like a scam or anything like that. Like once I saw I got paid from, like I made the little bit of money I made from vending machines, I just looked at the amount of traffic that place was getting, and I was like, okay, if this amount of traffic is producing this amount of money, then what will a place that has triple that traffic produce?
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
then once I thought about it like that, I was like, oh yeah, like
Just scale.
Let's just figure it out. Let's scale. So yeah, that's
Right.
kind of how I thought about it. Oh, you asked about failure though. Yes, I did fail with the business. That was that cleaning company we had. And I had the cleaning company while I had the vending machine.
Mm-hmm.
I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had the cleaning company while I had the vending machine. So it was like two things at once. And the cleaning company was doing solid, man. The cleaning company was a hit, but, you know, we ran into some snags because I wasn't fully transitioned out of basketball. And then I got a call to go somewhere. So it was trying to run a cleaning company from a different country and then also run the vending from a different country. And it was just like,
yeah,
it was a bit difficult, especially because the cleaning company was fairly new.
mm-hmm.
And like I said before, if you have a business, you know that you got to run it. So we've done some cleaning ourselves and then trying to hire cleaners to clean while we're gone. And things are just, it's tough to hire new people when you're not there to interview them. And we didn't have the staff in place to do it. So that was kind of a failure. But I do miss the cleaning company because it was definitely profitable.
Do you feel like because you started to dabble in entrepreneurship prior to taking that last contract that it made your transition easier post season?
Like 1,000%. I think that but it also, I think like it's like a double negative.
Sword.
Man, I swear it's tough because it's like that. I feel like took my mind away from basketball, but it also prepared me for the transition of basketball not being there because the ball has to stop bouncing. But also, could you have focused more on hoop and not and kept playing? You know what I mean? And probably so. But would my body last as long as my vending machines? Probably not.
Right.
So, you know, it's like I said, I think that the most important thing is just having the humility to know when your time is up and accepting it and just trying your best to like find out what God has for you outside of what you've been doing your whole life.
Yeah.
So
how would you say that faith played a role in all those experiences?
So I'm a man of faith. I think that that's my foundation. It says in the Bible to build a house on a strong foundation. The waves are gonna come regardless. Like that's life. As long as you're built on a strong foundation, I think that you can make it through anything. So my faith was my foundation. My family is my foundation. I think that when I was overseas doing whatever I was doing. I was constantly praying, constantly in my Bible, constantly looking for that next contract. And to be real, even working out prior to going over those places, you have to have faith because there's literally no promise that you're going to go anywhere.
Mm.
You just have to stay ready.
Yeah.
On your own dime, on your own, from the money that you made last season, you have to stay ready.
Yeah.
So if you get somewhere and you're not ready, it's still your fault because you should have been ready. So faith was like essential in me playing basketball. Faith was essential in me getting the locations I got. Faith is just essential in my life. I was raised off of that. My mom, was sick when we were younger. So faith has been a essential part of my life since I've been a kid, and God has shown up every time. So yeah, faith is, without God, I'm nothing. So yeah, faith was what got me through for sure.
Amen.
Amen. Hey y'all, hope y'all enjoying this conversation. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We're going to be dropping every Wednesday full of game and tips on how to build your business and actually get to this wealth. We love y'all. I'm going to see you on the other side.
What would you tell someone who feels like their best years are behind them?
I would say it's okay to feel that way. You're human. It's okay to feel that way. I think that everybody's going to just give you the motivational speech of, well, you woke up this morning, and you did wake up this morning, but you never know what God has for you. And I think that that's the biggest thing, just knowing that God has something bigger for you, and he actually has a purpose for you in your life to actually help you out.
So piggybacking off of that, what do you think people get wrong in potentially starting over or transitioning?
I think people think starting over is actually starting over. And I don't think starting over is starting over, because you're starting with maybe a different understanding, with knowledge you didn't have prior to, maybe a different confidence, maybe a different level of faith. So I don't think you're really starting over. You're just starting something new. And I think that people get like starting over with like from ground zero.
Right.
You might be starting with a new like job or something like that, to where you have to learn more. But I think that if you've played overseas and you've started new every single year, you have an ability. It's like that's like a talent you have to be able
secret weapon
to be able to just adapt wherever you go, to just be dropped anywhere in any place and just pick it up. I think that that's a talent that a lot of overseas basketball players have, that have careers that have kept running. So I don't think that people who are starting over are actually starting over, especially if you have knowledge that you've gained from your experiences. You're just building something new.
Right.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Kind of like rearranging the puzzle pieces.
Right.
Like you have all the pieces.
Yeah.
You're just rearranging it in a different perspective.
Exactly. So I think a different perspective, a different journey. Like I take stuff that I learned from basketball all the time. I've learned how to speak Spanish. I've learned how to speak a bit of German, some Thai. I take that, and if I speak to somebody in business that speaks Spanish or speaks a bit of German or they're from Thailand, I take all those experiences, and it just makes me who I am. So we can converse about those things, and that might help me get a deal. That might like make people feel comfortable to, oh yeah, he's well traveled, he's well versed, he knows this, he knows that.
Yeah.
And so I think that you might view it as starting over, but God gave you all the tools you need to succeed, and so he has you completely covered. So I think that it's not really starting over. It's just staying on the path of your purpose.
Yeah.
Your purpose is like God's already at the end, so he knows what you're doing. So you're just on that path that was fulfilling your purpose.
Yeah. I literally like envisioned like you going up the stairs and then the stairs like break off and there's a staircase this way and a staircase this way.
I would say it's like them Harry Potter stairs.
Oh yeah.
Where you walking up and then they just
yeah.
Harry Potter.
Yep.
Like
Perfect. Perfect visual representation.
Yeah. So I think it'll be like the Harry Potter stairs for sure.
All right. So it's not starting over, it's just pivoting.
Yeah, just pivoting to a different staircase.
That's dope.
Yeah.
I love you.
Love you too.
So what's the mission now? What are you building?
Man, so we've built, and this is why I just don't think it's ever like starting over. We built so much. We've got multiple locations, done over 6 figures with Vending, integrated AI into the Vending. We're doing AI consultancy for different businesses just to scale their operations and automate their businesses. We built a good network of over $500 million in deals done. So I think just bringing that to the forefront, helping guys out, helping fathers out, helping athletes out who are transitioning, trying to figure out where they need to get in, like what door they need to go through to really keep the same kind of lifestyle they had before and keep their time to themselves and like still build their family outside of providing for the family. I think that's been the main goal. But it all starts with the faith, having faith, and then building the house around that. So the faith is the foundation, and then we built the house around that with different resources that we've kind of come across. And I think even some of my guys that have done large deals, they played overseas as well. So, you know, they played overseas and they've shown that they can transition. And I think that that's the biggest thing now. We got the podcast going, you know, the From His Side. We welcome y'all. We appreciate y'all. We got the family going. So I think right now it's just about continuously building and finding out ways to build net worth and build wealth.
I was about to ask, how does From His Side fit into all of that?
I think it's just an outlet and a platform to really speak to men and fathers about the different ways they can make money, but also it's a platform for people to see like different men have done this already. So you're not alone. Like I said before, as long as I can see it's been done and there's a way to do it, then I'm going to do it. So I think that just showing people that there's a way to get certain things done and still keep God first and still be successful and do all those things while still getting to spend time with your family is why we kind of created this whole platform. So people can be not praised, but acknowledged for their hard work on a global scale. So that's what we did.
Speaking of your guys, you have guests on here that have made hundreds of millions and, you know, made some or have had some great accomplishments in music and just the entertainment industry in general. Why those guests?
I think I want to show people, and we don't discriminate, but I think I want to show people that there is a level that you can take it to. And it don't just stop at basketball. It don't stop at, you know, just hooping.
What you knew.
Right. Not even what you knew. It don't stop at basketball. It don't stop at where you think it stops at. You can take it to a whole nother level. There's hundreds of millions of dollars to be made. There's people that are making it, and sometimes they look just like you. So just to see people that are doing it even inspires me to hear somebody that comes on here and says they made however much they made in 20 days. They made 6 figures in 20 days. And I built a 6-figure vending machine business over the year. And you tell me you made
that amount
in a month. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Like, and not even an envious okay. It's just like, it can be done.
It's possible.
So then that boosts me like, okay, now what are the steps to get it done? I think we just providing this platform to show people the steps they need to take to get it done. It's just, I feel like it's very valuable because that's what happened to me to even get me into doing vending. I had somebody show me the steps and to show me, okay, it'll be done. So I was like, all right, cool, let's do it.
What do you feel like connects all those different conversations?
I would say faith, fatherhood, the want to provide, like the need to provide. Everybody, I feel like a lot of my guys and people that I'm around want families, but they also want to provide for their families. So I think, and they want to be around for their families. So that's too, like, you know, sacrificing your time and not raising your kids is tough too. But then also not being able to provide for your kids is tough.
Right.
So I think that finding the happy medium to where we can do both is what the goal is.
And what do you hope that men learn from hearing your story?
I just hope that they learn that God should always be first, regardless of what you see. I think that faith is not about what you see. Because at the end of the day, everything I got was based off of my faith and me believing in God to provide. And so I just want them to know that God will provide, but you got to do the work.
Yeah.
You got to do the work. Like God provided the deals for me and the contracts, but I had to be ready. I had to go put in that work. It didn't work. Like I was just sitting on the couch and was like, God provided, and he provided me with the body to go play, the skills to go play. Like, no, he provided me with the opportunity. And so I think the sacrifices and the obedience that I put in helped me to be able to execute when my faith was the foundation of all that. And he just applied the opportunity for me to actually go show it.
Would you say that your faith, or has your faith changed since from when
Yeah.
you were hooping?
Yeah. It's got a lot stronger. And at that time, you would never think it. I would never think that, but yeah, whew, man. Because for one, you gotta have faith to get over there. But just coming into being a dad and a husband and like living through life and like running your own business without like a 9 to 5 type, to so to speak, where you know you're gonna get a check, and your check is not solely based off of the production and the more locations that you personally go get.
Yeah.
I think my faith has definitely grown. And then it's also grown by like me seeing God just execute, like me seeing God just provide. So it just like grows, like my endurance grows, my faith grows. And so I could say that my faith is way stronger than it was before when I was in playing basketball, for sure.
How do you balance family, faith, entrepreneurship without losing yourself?
Yeah, there's really no such thing. People gonna tell you they did do it. It's like I don't think there's a real. That's not a real thing to me. Like there's no such that It's never been balanced. It's never been that. So I don't really think there's a such thing. I think that the best thing you can do is when you're doing something, do it to your full capacity. If I'm with my family, I'm gonna be with my family to my full capacity. If I'm working, I'm gonna be working to my full capacity. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
like I think that's just where you get the balance, so to speak. But I don't think there's really a balance when you're really grinding and trying to build something that's never been built before, or when you're trying to create a legacy for your family. I don't really think there's a balance. That's my personal opinion.
What do you want our daughters to remember about you in this new chapter? For them, it's like all they know, but like, what do you want?
I just want them just to remember that they can do anything. And so like I might not be the best man in the world or, have accomplished the most, but they just know that whatever daddy said he was going to do, he did it. And whatever we put our mind to, we can do. And just their mindset of work and what that looks like and making money, what that looks like. I want them to know that they can control it. So I don't want them to think like, oh, I got to go get a job to make money, and then like take that money and this. And there's nothing wrong with a job. Like you can go get a job to supply your dreams, but as long as you know you can accomplish your dreams and accomplish things you put your mind to, I think that's something I want them to always take from me. And I wanted them to take like them seeing me play basketball at first, but now I think it's way deeper. I think it's like doing things that are not expected of you, but not expecting you from the outside, but God always instilled them in you, and just surprising yourself on a daily because you have faith in God to give you opportunities that you never thought would come. So I think that's more so what I want them to see. I want them to always know that they can do whatever they put their mind to, and know that I did it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the people at home watching, what is your hope that they feel after watching this episode?
Hope y'all just locked in. Just know that your dreams are your dreams for a reason. God put those inside of you for a reason. He gave you the talents and the skills to achieve them. And the only thing that's holding you back is you. As long as you have faith in God and God has given you that vision and that dream, like it's possible. Go do it. That's it.
And if you could sum up your transition in one sentence, what would it be?
Ooh-wee. That's it. Ooh-wee.
That's not, ain't no verb, ain't no noun.
Ooh-wee. That's it. Nah, if I was summing up, I would say, I don't want to say nothing like cliche, like perseverance. I don't want to say that cliche.
Why you have to say it like that?
Because that's what I feel like everybody gonna say. Like I persevered. Like that's true. I would say it's ongoing. That's it.
It's ongoing.
Ongoing.
That's not like a pure stop, or
nah.
It's not a stop and go. It's constantly going.
Constant evolution.
I like that.
Yeah.
Nice and simple.
Smooth, baby. But yeah. But that's from his side. That's enough. Wipe your tears. He here now.
He's officially retired, y'all. It's been announced.
We done. Now we get into the
Cheddar.
The mignon. The chicken, baby. The chicken, man. We get into it, man. So if you guys are interested in real estate, vending, AI automations, how to build it all, I have a group for you. The description is in the bio below, and we will show you everything, how we do it. Those are where our deals are getting done. We're looking to buy businesses. We're looking to scale. Over $500 million in deals done. We got to give you the game, backed by results and expertise. If you guys are interested, click the link below and please do join us. And if you haven't already, subscribe, like, comment, share, all the good stuff. Sending this to a man that needs it. You know, that's how we get down. God is good. I appreciate y'all for showing up. We have an episode drop every Wednesday, so make sure y'all are here, locked in, turn them bell notifications on, all the other stuff. You know what I'm talking about. I love y'all. Big Doogie, lady.